Hey, I'm Nick Wealthall from transformmypoker.com with you for a bite-sized piece of poker information, and this one's a cracker that can really transform your profits, your win and loss at the end of the week or the end of the month. Let me ask you a question. Do you play your A game at all times? If you do, stop the video immediately, but I'll put a pretty big bet on the fact that you don't, and it's costing you chips. Now, by play your A game, I mean play at your highest level with the most amount of focus possible, looking for good decisions at all times, thinking about your opponents at all times, and really pushing those edges, really being switched on when you play. So now how confident are you always play your A game? If you're a human being, you probably don't, right? This is probably something you can improve, but it's something that you can improve and use to get better results without learning any more poker theory. You can do this tomorrow. So how about a tip to make that a reality? I'm going to give you the hand on the shoulder tip. The hand on the shoulder tip. Like one of the... That's mine. Hand on the shoulder tip. How does it work? Right. You can use this live or online. It doesn't matter. Set an alarm on your phone or a clock or your watch or whatever to go off every 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Every time the alarm goes off, I want you to imagine a hand on your shoulder, but I want that hand to be of a really red hot poker professional or poker coach, someone that you really respect in poker. Could be a friend, could be a coach that you've got, could be me, could be a household name, a famous player, it doesn't matter. Just someone that in your mind's eye you think, okay, I really respect that player. And then I want you to imagine that that player has taken you to one side and asked you two questions. Question one is, how are you playing right now? Be honest with me. And question two is, tell me about your opponents and what your edge is over them. So how are you playing right now? And tell me about your opponents and what your edge is over them. And then you're going to answer those questions. Now you can do this in your head if you want. When you start out with this, it'll actually probably be better if you can do it out loud. Online, if you're on your own, that's fine. Live, you can move away from the table and do it very quietly. You'll look a bit mad, but it's really worthwhile doing out loud. Because when you do it in your mind's eye, you'll just skip a lot of details. Whereas when you do it out loud, although you might feel a little bit silly, it actually means that you'll actually have to answer the questions fully. So question one is, how are you playing? Now, by how are you playing, what I mean is, how's your emotional state? How do you feel about the game? How's your energy? Are you focused? Are you really kind of in the moment? Are you playing aggressively? Are you worried about losing? You know, be honest with yourself. And then you've got two choices. Either stop playing if it's a cash game session or you're about to finish a slug of sit and goes, or reframe what you're doing. Use the answer to that question to say, okay, I've got to snap into this. I've got to really get energized. I've got to get refreshed. I've got to get back into the game. Just that act of interrupting yourself and thinking about that will really help you to play your A game moving forward in the session. Question two is going to be, tell me about your opponents and your edge over them. Now, this can be a one opponent, or it can be all of your opponents, or two or three of your opponents. And I want you to answer fully to your hand on the shoulder coach. And I want you to answer, you know, what are your edges over that individual? What are they doing badly you can take advantage of? What's the history between the two of you? How is that person seeing the game that you're both in right now? And really kind of switch on to what that player's doing. What you'll find is you probably don't have as much information as you should have because you probably haven't been focusing like you should have. And asking this question regularly will get you better at that over time, and it'll also refocus you in the moment. Trust me on this, not playing your A game is a real loss of chips in your overall poker, right? Everybody thinks there's sort of a collective denial in poker. Everyone thinks they're playing well all the time, but it's so easy to autopilot in this game, to lose focus, to get a bit down on yourself, or all of the above, right? And that costs us chips. You always want to be pushing on the front foot and really trying to be aggressive and take opportunities at poker so you can push those small margins. But you can't do it unless you're focused. So set that alarm, use the hand on the shoulder technique and answer those two questions. That will really help you out a ton and it'll show up in your bottom line results. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought and let me know what else you'd like a video on. If you would like more videos sent to you effortlessly, you can YouTube subscribe with the link on screen or the link underneath the video. And if you're ready to take your poker to the next level, head over to our website, transformmypoker.com, transformmypoker.com. If you click the link on screen, you'll go over there, you can fill in your email and I will send you a really advanced set of training in more depth than I've been able to go into here. And you can really start to make a big change and get those consistent results you want from your poker. All right, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again very soon.